Hey, back for another day in the life of a freeze-dried business owner. My name is David. I run a freeze-dried business in Idaho. And for those of you who are new, I started this channel just to document how to run a freeze-dried business. What are some things that people are currently doing, myself included, that can make things easier for you? Well, tonight, day in the life, I am filling up gas in my car. Price of gas right now in Boise, Idaho is about $3.93 for unleaded. So it's definitely creeping back up there for the summertime. Tonight I'm going to a bulk foods grocery store called Winco. And Winco Foods is pretty well known around in this area. And they do sell a lot of bulk candy. They also sell really great prices on produce. And you wouldn't think that some you wouldn't think that some grocery stores, pick out really high quality produce, but actually Winco, from what I found out, is they actually do purchase a lot of their fruit and produce, veggies, all of that very selectively. And they have some of the most strictest processes of getting the best types of produce available. And so that's why I go there, because I found that out because I was actually going to a local produce distributor called Grassmick Produce and a couple other ones, and they are the ones who actually told me that they distribute to them and give them that produce, and they usually give a lot of stuff back to them because it doesn't meet their standards. So I really feel confident with buying my fruit there and vegetables that I've started to do, as well as I get some ice cream there, ice cream sandwiches to do for my freeze-dried business, as well as some of the candy. So we're going to go to that store and I'll document a little bit there. All right, we are here at Winco Foods. Now, this is like the mecca for most people who want to save money, because this store doesn't allow you to pay via credit card because they only take debit, and basically you don't get any type of charges from the credit card company. So they actually discount a lot of prices, not just from produce and things, but all groceries. So they actually don't really have to mark up the prices that much to cover those credit card fees. So they use debit cards here. A lot of people shop here. I do as well, for the family, both for the business as well. So let's take a look. All right, so as you can see right down here, 98 cents per pound for strawberries, very much in season. Definitely taking advantage of this all the time. Now, I do have various different fruits that I sell in my freeze-dried business. I sell apples, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and occasionally I'll do one-offs like peaches, things like that. Now, for strawberries, I'm definitely loading up. I'm using some of those bigger 15-gallon buckets. I've mentioned those before. I'll put a link in the description here. But those are the ones that I store the fruit in, and I put some desiccant packets in there just to keep it dry and keep the moisture out. So if you want to take a look at that. But strawberries for 98 cents per pound, heck of a deal. Can definitely make great margins on this right now. Now, I'm not here to buy the strawberries. I'm here to buy specifically ice cream sandwiches and buy some raspberries. Raspberries are not in season because they're just not right now, and I need some raspberries for some sampling that I'm doing for a buying event here coming up next week. So I just need to get more of what I sell so that I can have future buys from some of these vendors that I'm going to have at the event for this coming quarter, maybe even next year. So it's a big event for me. So I'm trying to just load up on different varieties of fruits to give them a taste of different things. So I don't even know if they really actually have raspberries here, which I don't really see. So I might have to end up going to Albertsons or something like that to get the raspberries. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other fruit just to give you an idea of what I'm taking a look at. So let's take a look at some other prices of fruits, and I'll give you some perspective on what I think are some good buys and what I think are not. So blueberries right here for $5. $5 for a, let's see, $5 for an 18 ounce of blueberries. That's actually not that great of a deal. Usually if they're in season or if there's a sale, I can usually get those for $3 at the least amount, up to about $4. So I really kind of ballpark that for $3 to $4. So I won't buy those blueberries unless I absolutely need to for that $5 price. $2.98 for peaches and $3.98 for apricots. Definitely could see almost $1 less. So I don't think that that's the greatest price right there. I hope this is helpful. This is kind of the things that I go into Winco for. I'm just looking for the best deals, and when I do see a good deal, then I snatch it up and I do it in the freeze dryer. And I think most of you who have a freeze dry business, you're doing the same thing. You know, you're looking for a good price. If there's a good price, then you kind of switch in terms of what you're going to put in the freeze dryer. 58 cents for bananas per pound. Actually a very good deal. I really like doing bananas now just because they are really cheap to do. Also, you don't have to do as much washing and sanitation for these bananas because the peel protects them from those pesticides. And so I really like putting them in combination with strawberries as well as just alone. All right, pineapple, $2.24 each per pineapple. Definitely a decent deal. I've seen it at $1.98 before. And also these are extremely ripe. As you can see, these pineapples are actually pretty ripe, so I probably wouldn't lean on these unless I'm planning on doing them right away. That way I have plenty of time to cut them. So if I was going to do pineapple, I would be planning on doing it either tomorrow or the next day based on how ripe those are. But if I wasn't, then I would wait until they are a little bit more green, and that way I have plenty of time to store them on the counter and things like that, and then eventually prep them with the pineapple slicer. Now that's for the produce right now. So I wasn't in Winco to buy the produce. So what we're gonna go is I'm gonna show you the candy section for bulk candy. And this is something that you can take advantage of if you have a Winco or if you have some type of bulk foods distributor, grocery store. Now take a look at all this candy. Now, not everything freeze dries. If you've never really been a part of a freeze drying group on Facebook, I'd highly suggest you just kind of search for freeze dried. Freeze dried candy makers is a good one. But basically, a lot of people have done freeze drying candy. They've tested different things. I'm not the first person to do it. I'm just probably the first person to document a little bit more of the videos and things like that, I feel like, because that's why I'm doing this channel. But overall, there are some things that you can actually freeze dry here. Let's go over those right now. Airheads definitely can freeze dry. Now we got the Bit-O Honeys. Now they changed the wrapper for Bit-O Honeys right here. See that? Now it's not the yellow and the blue. It's this different type of wrapper, but Bit-O Honeys actually do freeze dry well. I did a lemon head video before. Lemon heads do freeze dry well. These are the larger kinds, so you're gonna have to kind of adjust the temperatures for that. Peach rings are so fickle in the freeze dryer, and I know a lot of you have wanted me to do peach rings. I've done them before. I've gotten them to expand to triple their size. They are just so inconsistent that I just don't want to do it. I don't want to buy them in bulk anymore and waste the product, because I've found that either the bottom or the top shelf just don't freeze dry off the Harvest Right freeze dryer, and they don't pop. And also it's really hard to kind of make sure that all of them are crunchy and not chewy. And that's just why I don't do the peach rings. But they do have peach rings here for $9.48. Basically about a 3 to 5 pound bag, I believe. So this is the bulk foods. Now there's also some other things that I buy here occasionally. I also buy some of my candies at Costco. I buy the High Chews at Costco and also Skittles. Most of you are probably buy that as well, and as well as Sam's Club. Now you can see here in these bulk bins, We've got peach rings. We've got the watermelon peach rings. Hi there. And high chews. All right, we're at the ice cream sandwiches. Now I've done an ice cream sandwich video for freeze drying ice cream sandwiches. You can check out that video, but I buy the Polar Treats ice cream sandwich and I buy the Neapolitan, and they come in 12 ice cream bar sandwiches. And what I do is I buy 8 of them because 8 of them actually fit on all 5 trays of the Harvest Right large freeze dryer. So when I buy all of my ice cream sandwiches, I buy this box has 8 of them, and so I'll buy 8 ice cream sandwich boxes, and they have 12 bars in each, and basically it's about 1.5 boxes goes onto one tray. So I've got that all figured out so I don't have to overbuy anything. Now that's what I came to buy. Usually I'm actually stocking up a lot more on a grocery run. I'm usually getting either ice cream, a lot of different produce, even candy on these runs. But I just wanted to stick with the ice cream sandwiches for tonight because I've got to get them in the freeze dryer for an order coming up here really soon. So that's a day in the life of a freeze-dried business owner on a grocery run on a Saturday night. And so we're gonna go check out for this particular segment. But for now, we'll close out at the grocery store.